Anthony Slater here with Darnell Mayberry at the FedEx Forum for the Thunder Bob Moore Ford, post-game update. 98-95 Grizzlies in OT tonight. A big win, kind of a swing game. A best-of-7 series when it's 1-1. The team who wins Game 3 usually wins the series. How concerned are you about the Thunder after tonight's loss?
Where's the panic button? Is it time to hit it?
Staples has a panic button. Would you hit it right now if you were?
No, I wouldn't hit it. I mean, you win Game 4, all of a sudden it's a best-of-3 series, and you would have to put your money on the Thunder in a best-of-3 series against the Grizzlies or really almost anyone in the NBA. I mean, they're that talented with Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook, and Serge Ibaka. So I just think the Thunder's not doing some things that we really expected them to do. Their offense, we didn't expect it to be a juggernaut like it normally is against this Grizzlies team, so that we expected. They're not playing defense, and Bino Udrih comes off the bench again tonight and lights them up. Tony Allen has 16 points, 7 or 8 more than the entire Thunder's bench. So some things they're just not doing well, and they got to get back to doing those things well.
Russell Westbrook and Kevin Durant combined to take another 21 threes tonight. Thunder go 5 of 28 from 3. I think they're shooting something like 24% from deep in this series. It's an issue. How big of an issue is it, and do you think the Thunder should just keep shooting it, assuming they're going to start making some?
No, they shouldn't keep shooting it. I mean, they've got to realize at some point that they can get to the basket whenever they want. And even if they don't finish, they can really draw fouls, get to the free throw line. So Russell Westbrook can't shoot 13 threes. I mean, I don't care what the situation is. 13 three-pointers for Russell Westbrook, who's a streaky shooter, is way too many three-pointers. Kevin Durant goes 0 for 8. Now, you would figure he's going to make 2, 3, maybe even 4 of those threes on most nights. But if they're not falling, you still got to get to the basket and take better shots, or at least try to make a play for a teammate who might be open because you're commanding so much attention. So I think those two guys are just settling right now, and they need to either put more pressure on the defense by attacking or creating another shot for a teammate.
Reggie Jackson against the Grizzlies this season scored double digits in all 4 games. Kind of played well against the Grizzlies all season. He hasn't scored double digits once in this series. He's really struggled. He's shooting 3 of 15 overall. How concerned are you with him, and how concerned are you with the Thunder bench overall, who's been severely outplayed by a bench who we thought, was not good heading into this?
Yeah, I mean, we thought this bench was kind of average to below average, the Grizzlies bench, but they've outscored the Thunder's bench in 2 of 3 games now, and it's an issue for the Thunder. I mean, Derek Fisher's not giving them much scoring. Caron Butler's kind of been MIA in this series. And Reggie Jackson has been just bad offensively, especially since Game 1, even though he couldn't make his shots in Game 1. So I think that's a big issue because Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook, when they see other guys aren't making shots, and outside of Serge Ibaka, Reggie Jackson and Caron Butler are 2 of their go-to guys offensively, or guys that they rely on to make shots. And when nobody's making shots, that just makes Kevin and Russell feel like they need to do even more, and sort of becomes a snowball. They kind of take more of the onus, and things get out of hand offensively. So you need everyone else to step up and make shots.
As we head towards Game 4, probably a must-win for the Thunder at this point. What do you see as the biggest key for OKC? There's a lot of areas of concern, but how do they turn this around? How do they turn this series around?
I think you got to get back to playing defense. I mean, that's the first thing. And they've done a great job on Zach Randolph and Marc Gasol. That's one thing that we didn't really expect coming into this series, but you got to give Kendrick Perkins, Serge Ibaka, Nick Collison even a lot of credit for coming in and taking that challenge. They got to play some perimeter defense. Mike Conley, Courtney Lee, Bino Udrih, and Tony Allen, they can't control this series, especially with the athleticism and the speed and quickness that the Thunder's perimeter players have. Russell Westbrook, Reggie Jackson, Kevin Durant, all of these guys should be locking up the perimeter players for the Grizzlies, but we're not seeing that. So I think they got to really get back to playing better defense, and it starts on the perimeter, even though we thought it started in the paint.
No doubt about it. That'll do it for us here at the FedEx Forum for the Thunder Bob Moore Ford post-game update. For the best Thunder coverage team anywhere, stay tuned to newsok.com and every day in the Oklahoman.